What's up everybody, welcome to the Life of a Board Gamer. My name is Daniel and today we are talking about Kingdom Rush Elemental Uprising. And it's a freaking big box, like it's super thick, you know, it's like really big box. There's lots of things inside. I remember first time I played a tower defense game. It was way back, I think the Warcraft was out and they kind of made some mode or something that you can play, like we had LAN parties and stuff like that. So I think that was my first introduction to tower defense games. And throughout the years, throughout the years, a lot of games came out that are mimicking that. It's now like its own genre. And when they said that they are bringing Kingdom Rush, actually I played all the Kingdom Rushes on my tablet. And when they said that there's like a board game, I wanted to check it out. Now, I know that this is the second one. This is like a standalone expansion that can be combined with the first one. But that first one, I kind of skipped it for some reason. Not sure why, but I did. So if I ever get it, I will do a comparison. But now I'm just going to talk about this one because that's all I currently know about Kingdom Rush. So this is Elemental Uprising. And first thing I'll just say right from the start, they perfectly transferred a game from Android or computer, wherever you played, to the board game. I really have a feel like we are playing Kingdom Rush. All the excitement, everything in here is really top notch. Okay, so as I said, it's a big box with a lot of things. The rules are pretty simple actually. They are pretty you can understand them really easily, and there's lots of examples. The rulebook looks really thick, but that's because there's lots of missions. So this is a mission-based game, so you have to play each mission and try to win it to be able to, you know, progress, or you can just go on another one even if you don't win. It's really up to you. That's how we played it. So what I like about it, we still haven't used that, but what I like about it is they, like as I said, like on a computer or wherever you play the game, you have this road map that you are going throughout the missions and you get the stars, and stars will bring you upgrades in a game. And over here we have these I think these are the removable stickers, so you can stick them here and you can easily remove them later. And you can put these stars, you know, as soon as you win one of these, depending how well you did, you will get 1, 2 or 3 stars. And I absolutely love this one. There's also like wings in here, because some of these you will get wings if you manage to beat it on a high difficulty, you know, and stuff like that. So absolutely awesome. I absolutely loved it. So glossary just tells you all the small things that you need to know about the game, about the champions, about the heroes' abilities. So you have to check all of those out. And there's also Foes on the Horizon introductory scenario that will tell you really nicely how everything works. This is like a bit by bit gameplay to show you how the play works, and I absolutely enjoyed everything. And this is like a crossover guide because, as I said, you can mix and match with the first Kingdom Rush that was out. So what you get also is a bunch of tiles, and there's also these stickers. And these stickers you will be putting them on your towers, and those are removable. I haven't had the ability. I haven't had the how do I say it? Oh my God, my English just kind of stopped working. But I haven't had a chance. I didn't have a chance so far to like use these removable stickers, and this is insane. So you see, this is like sticked. It's there. You can't, like, with just a flick of the finger, you can't move them or anything, but you can easily peel them off and you can stick them to anything. I'm not sure if you can stick them to boards, but there's like a towers, and you can stick these to towers to upgrade your towers. And once you are done with the game, you just unsticker them and you just keep them in here, and they will just go back and forth and work. You get the double sheets because if some of them get damaged, actually my second sheet came already damaged a little bit. It's unfortunate, but I don't see that I will ever need another sheet because these are really sturdy. They work really nicely. So, and I'm just blown away how do they work. So yeah, and you get to keep them in this little tiny book. Isn't this awesome? So yeah, you get a bunch of boards to create your own map, and on these tiles, on these things over here, you will keep your tower. This is where your towers will be, and they are double-sided because, and you get some free plastic bags, and they are double-sided because some missions require these like to be set up, so there's like all the story going on and everything. So that's really awesome, and you get a bunch of those, even more under this thing over here. Let me just open it up, and there's so much thing in here. Okay, so you get a bunch of these also for building, you know, maps and everything. There's a plethora of tokens to represent the coins and the gems, so you will buy new towers, you will buy upgrades for those towers, and you will upgrade those towers. Each player will get one of these sheets. So this is representing your hero. This is how your hero works. So you get some abilities. When you upgrade, you will get some abilities here. This is your life points. And you don't die actually in this game. You just respawn as in a game like a normal game on a computer. I will compare it a lot to the computer game, of course. So you also kind of lose one turn and just revive and get to play again. And that's really awesome because, you know, there's no player elimination. I mean, rarely today in games do have player elimination when there are more than 2 players, of course. And you will get, as I said, a bunch of cards is here. So these are for all kinds of heroes. There's because there's some cards here for the heroes that I don't have, because this is a retail version. So you need to have like a cool pimped up version where you can get this one, or these are for expansions, I'm really not sure. So yeah, you get those cards, you get a bunch of tokens. As I said, this is like for your heroes. When they upgrade, you will put these on them and they will have now new abilities that you can do. You can like punch the enemies or kick them or hurt them in many different ways. And how do you do that? As you can see, there is a bunch of cards over here, and I just want to take them out. So these are used for monsters to move around, because let's say, for example, that this monster is kind of going on. Let's say this is the map, and you put this monster, it enters from here, and now these guys are running on the map and they will move like this. And let's say, for example, that end is over here. I'm not going to show you the entire gameplay. I'm just going to quickly tell you how the game works. And they are progressing and trying to get out, and while they are doing that, you have towers around the board on these green parts, and you will use these things. There's a bunch of them in here. I just threw them all in, so it's kind of a little bit pain in the ass to sort them all out, but it's manageable. It's not that much of a problem. And basically, if you are playing hero that uses these tiles, or you have some spell or something, then you can cover these guys, and as soon as you cover them, they are considered dead. And at any time, the other players may also try and cover stuff, you know, so you can do it something like this, and maybe like this, and somebody plays something like this, and then there's one hero has these little guys with him. So, or you can like these little guys, so they can attack and like block some of these spaces like so. Or you can have guards, you know, like in a regular game that you have troops and you just put them here. And now they are considered killed because there's none of them showing. And the thing is that all of these monsters and minions and everything, a lot of them have special abilities and stuff going on. So for example, these wolves, they are pretty fast, so which means they will move way more than usual, and you need to like get rid of them before they run out, because they're wolves, they're fast. If you play Kingdom Rush, you know what I'm talking about. And I'm just gonna quickly show you how the towers look. Okay, so this is like a little bit hard to take out and not destroy everything. So these are the monsters, and as you can see, there's lots of them. There's like those monkeys, you remember? And there's missions, there's parts of the game where they tell you like you need to cover the entire monkey at once. You can't cover just partially, or you can only cover it one by one space with different spells, different abilities each round. So it makes your game easier or harder as it progresses. And there's these guys that these are like also with the fast wolves, and these guys. So there's like these magma dudes, and they have their own special abilities going on. And each mission will give you something different, you know, to work with, to have fun with. And as you play, as you progress through the game, through campaign, we haven't played the entire campaign, of course. That would take too much time, and this game would never be reviewed. So yeah. Oh my god, oh my god, no, please. Okay, so I almost destroyed everything. Okay, so these are your, if you are playing solo, these are your cards for solo thing going on with the heroes. But yeah, these are the towers, and over here you will put the cards with towers that I'm going to show you in a second. They are down here beneath all of this. So each player has its own color, so you get your own color, so you can only build on your spaces. You can build on other players' spaces, but that's what I like about this game, because once you play a tower, you play it and you attack somebody, and that's cool. And these are the towers. These are like normal, you know, like a militia barracks. And you also have like and they get the upgraded version, so they can attack in all kinds of different ways. There's lots of icons. I will not go through all of them right now. And there's also, these are like those bombarding cannons thing. And there's also magic, and somewhere, hell, I haven't taken everything out, and I'm feeling like this deck is too thin. So there's like a magic towers, and of course archers. And when you upgrade all of these, they can really be like super cool upgraded towers. You can upgrade them to like a big towers. And how do you upgrade these is something that's absolutely awesome. They did it so well. It's because this is a cooperative game and there is really no alpha player. I mean, you can of course suggest how somebody should play something, but ultimately it's up to them because they have cards in their hand. But you upgrade towers, so you give them to other players, which means, for example, I can take this tower and I will say I will not play it. I will risk kind of a little bit and I will give it to you, my friend, and then you get the upgraded version of it. And that's how you upgrade towers throughout the game. That's how you progress, because as the game goes, as the waves of enemies are coming, they are stronger and stronger, and you really want to fight them off. And for that, you will need upgraded towers for sure. So the last thing that I need to show you are the miniatures. They're still not painted. I will be painting them on my second channel that I have about painting miniatures. Usually I review games when I paint the miniatures, so I can show off and then like throw in a little bit of commercial for my channel. But yeah, these are the miniatures and they are pretty nice. They are like a low detail but really nice, cute details. So I really like them. And those are your heroes that you can play with. Of course, you can also, I completely forgot to mention, you can of course use your heroes, you know, to cover some of the spaces with monsters and then kill them that way. So stuff like that. So you get 5 heroes and you get 2 bosses. You get this one like a big murky frog, but it's not, I mean, at first I thought it was like a frog thing, but he's actually like a monster with tentacles and everything. And the other one is like this chimera thing going on. It's like 5 things at once. It will be a really nice challenge to paint this, but I believe I can do a really great job. So yeah, you get 2 of these bosses that you can fight against, and basically that's everything that comes in this huge box of Kingdom Rush. And I must say, I will just reiterate what I said at the start of the video. They perfectly transferred a computer game to the physical board game version. I couldn't do it better. I mean, I couldn't do it in any way, better or worse. I mean, to think about all of that, to really transfer that feeling that you have when you are playing Kingdom Rush on your tablet or on your phone or your computer, they really done it. It really works. I think this is a game that you should definitely check out if you like cooperative games, but it's really not like super. I know that the problem is usually, you know, how big is the alpha playing in a game? Does one player can one player just tell everybody what to do? I mean, sort of, you can, but also in each game that's cooperative, you can just agree that everybody does what they want. You can kind of suggest them, but ultimately it's up to them. And so yeah, we had lots of nice discussion around the table while we were playing the game. We had lots of fun. I'm thinking currently, do I want to say something that I disliked in this game? But I can't find what it is, because I like everything. I like all the small things, all the details. Like, as I said, that map that you can put stars on, that I definitely plan on. I'm toying with the idea of maybe doing like a full gameplay video on this channel. but it would be like a huge effort. I'm not sure if I would be able to find time to do all that, but it would definitely be a great, awesome thing to do. So yeah, it's a great game. I really loved it. I enjoyed every little bit of it. I like how the monsters work. I like how the heroes work. Upgrading of the heroes. Upgrading of those towers. Like when you have to work together to... I mean, it's a cooperative game. Of course you have to work together. But giving each other stuff, you know, all that. It's phenomenal. The game is really fun. Definitely check it out. It's a big box. It takes a lot of space on a shelf. Definitely. But it's a space on a shelf that is well taken. I mean, oh my god, I wanted to say something clever. I wanted to be clever and I completely lost the track of what I wanted to say. So yeah, I'm rambling already too much. So listen, check out Kingdom Rush. It's really awesome game. If I get my hands on the first one, I will definitely do comparison, tell you what the difference are, how the game feels different and all that. So yeah, until then, thank you all for watching. Thank you for subscribing, for spending time with me, for supporting me on Patreon and all that shebang, for improving this equipment, because everything I earn on Patreon, I just pour back into the channel, back into the equipment, better cameras, better lights, better microphone, better everything. So I mean, just watch my first video 9 years ago, and this video, it's like, they're not even close. So yeah, thank you all for watching, and until next time, pozdrav. There's a lot of components inside, so let me show you what you get in here, but first I wanna, first.